Public speaking isn't scary. What's scary is what your brain thinks is happening. Your heart is hammering against your ribs, your palms are damp, your throat tightens, and suddenly, every word you ever knew disappears. You're not in danger, you're not being hunted. You're simply standing in front of a room, waiting to speak. So why does your body react as if you're about to die? Because deep inside your brain, an ancient survival system can't tell the difference between a predator in the wild and social attention today. To your nervous system, being watched feels like being targeted, so it pulls the emergency brake, freeze, panic, disappear. You are not broken. Your body is trying to save your life using rules from a world that no longer exists. In this video, we'll journey into your brain's threat detection system to learn how to negotiate with your nervous system and turn that paralyzing fear into grounded, powerful presence.
The predator's gaze and the amygdala's alarm. The brain doesn't distinguish between a judgmental stare and a predator's eyes. Deep within your temporal lobes sits the amygdala, a tiny almond-shaped cluster that acts as your body's smoke detector. Its only job is to ask, "Am I safe?" For millions of years, being stared at by a group of eyes meant only one thing: you were being hunted. Think of a gazelle on the savannah. When a dozen pairs of eyes lock onto it, that gazelle isn't thinking about its personal brand or public speaking skills. It is preparing to run for its life. When you stand on a stage or at the head of a boardroom table, your brain registers those 20 or 30 pairs of human eyes as the predator's gaze. Your amygdala fires an immediate signal to the hypothalamus, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline. Your pupils dilate to take in more light, your heart pumps blood to your limbs to prepare for a sprint, and your digestive system shuts down, hence that butterflies or nausea feeling. The lesson here is profound. Your anxiety is actually an act of love from your body. It is your biology trying to give you the energy to survive a perceived attack. You aren't failing at speaking, your body is succeeding at survival. The practical action. Next time you feel that surge of adrenaline, don't tell yourself to calm down. That's a lie your brain won't believe. Instead, say to yourself, "My body is giving me energy for this moment." Reframe the anxiety as preparation. This simple cognitive shift tells your amygdala that the energy is for the speech, not from a predator.
Section 2. The social death sentence and the fear of exile. To our ancestors, social rejection was a physical death sentence. We often wonder why we care so much about what strangers think. The reason is etched into our DNA. In our evolutionary past, being cast out of the tribe meant certain death. You couldn't hunt, stay warm, or defend yourself against predators alone. Therefore, the social self and the physical self became intertwined. Research in neuroscience has even shown that the brain processes social rejection in the same regions where it processes physical pain. Imagine a young man in an ancient tribe who offends the elders. He is banished. He wanders the wilderness alone until he perishes. Your brain remembers this story. When you stand up to speak, your subconscious isn't just worried about a bad presentation. It is terrified that if you fail, you will be rejected. And if you are rejected, you will die. This is why your throat tightens. It's a physical manifestation of the fear of losing your place in the human circle. If you've ever felt this deep existential dread before a meeting, let me know in the comments. What is the one physical sensation you feel most? Is it the shaky hands, the racing heart, or the mind going blank? Sharing it helps us realize we are all wired the same way. The practical action. Before you speak, perform a tribal reality check. Remind yourself, even if I stumble, I am still part of the tribe. I am safe and I am loved. To ground this, try the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Name 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, 3 you hear, 2 you smell, and 1 you taste. This pulls your brain out of the future fear of rejection and back into the physical safety of the present room.
Section 3. The ghost of the perceived power gap. We feel unsafe when we perceive an imbalance of power between ourselves and the group.
When we are the center of attention, we often subconsciously place ourselves at the bottom of a hierarchy. We see the audience as a collective judge and ourselves as the accused. This perceived power gap triggers the freeze response. Think of a small animal that goes still when it senses a larger animal nearby. By freezing, it hopes to become invisible or less threatening. When you stand behind a podium and your voice starts to tremble or your mind goes blank, that is your freeze response. Your brain is trying to make you small so the large audience won't attack. But you are not a small animal, and the audience is not a monolithic beast. They are just individuals, each with their own insecurities, their own grocery lists, and their own desire for you to do well so they aren't bored. The practical action: break the power gap by finding your safe anchor. Before you begin, scan the room and find one person who looks kind, someone who is nodding or smiling. Speak only to them for the first 30 seconds. By connecting with one human, you break the illusion of the group monster and signal to your nervous system that you are just having a conversation with a friend.
Section 4. Rewiring the vagus nerve, the bridge to calm. You can manually override your body's unsafe signal through your breath. Your nervous system has a brake pedal called the vagus nerve. It runs from your brain, through your neck, and down into your heart and lungs. When your brain screams danger, your vagus nerve is suppressed. But the beauty of the human design is that this system is a two-way street. You can use your body to talk back to your brain. If your breathing is shallow and high in your chest, you are sending a telegram to your brain saying, "The tiger is here." To change the message, you must change the breath. We often hear about deep breathing, but the secret lies in the exhale. A long, slow exhale stimulates the vagus nerve, which sends a signal directly to the brain's emotional center saying, "The danger has passed, you can stand down." The practical action: use the physiological sigh. Inhale deeply through your nose, then take a second tiny sip of air at the very top to fully expand the lungs. Then exhale through your mouth as slowly as possible, as if you are blowing through a straw. Do this 3 times before you step into the spotlight. You are literally hacking your biology to force a state of safety.
Section 5. The power of vulnerability as a safety shield. Authenticity is the ultimate signal of safety to both yourself and your audience. One of the reasons we feel so unsafe is that we are trying to wear a mask. We try to look professional, perfect, or invulnerable. Maintaining a mask requires an immense amount of cognitive energy, which leaves your brain more vulnerable to stress. The more you try to hide your nervousness, the more unsafe your body feels, because you are essentially telling your brain, "I am an imposter, and if I am found out, I will be cast out." When you acknowledge the reality of the moment, the tension breaks. There is a strange paradox in public speaking. The moment you stop trying to hide your humanity, the audience stops being a threat. They become your allies. They see themselves in your vulnerability, and that shared connection creates a safety field that calms everyone's nervous system, including your own. The practical action: if your hands are shaking, don't hide them behind your back. If you lose your place, don't panic. Simply smile and say, "I'm so excited to share this that my brain is moving faster than my mouth. Let me take a second." By naming the feeling, you reclaim power over it. You move from being a victim of the stress response to being the observer of it.
Conclusion. Your body's desire to keep you safe is a beautiful ancient gift. It's the same system that kept our ancestors alive through ice ages and predators. The next time you feel that surge of unsafe energy before you speak, don't fight it. Don't hate it. Thank it. Gently tell your nervous system, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but there are no tigers here. There is only a message I need to share and people who need to hear it." You are not a prey animal running for your life. You are a human being sharing your truth. And in that truth, you are always fundamentally safe. Step into the light. The tribe is waiting to hear your voice.